Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. I think I have slow mode on, so it might take a second. Can you hear me talking? Let me know. Perfect. Those of you who should be in class right now, I'm very glad you're here, but the teacher in me is wanting to reprimand you about not paying attention in class or not going to class. Although online PE class, I can't imagine that that's super productive. Good morning, good morning. Oh my gosh, it's 12 a.m. Go to sleep. This can wait. I'll keep it up on the channel. You can come listen to it later. I'm doing well. I just woke up about an hour ago because it's 9 a.m. here. And it's really hot because our AC is out. But they should be coming to fix it today. Hello, hello. Why is it so hot? Because I live in Arizona. That's why it's hot. But thankfully today it's not supposed to get super warm. Like right now it's only 70, 72, which for those of you who use Celsius, that's like 22 degrees, which is cold for here right now. I live in the desert. Hi, Midnight. Drink that coffee. Jumping on your bed. Yeah, I kind of miss Wisconsin because I miss the fall weather. Apparently, we don't get fall weather here until like January. It's a whole other world. I'm doing well today. It's hot, but I'm doing well. It's a magic carpet. It's not that kind of desert. I wish it looked like Aladdin. That would look so much cooler. This is mostly just like gravel and cacti. Ah, yes, send me a giant fan. I have a ceiling fan in my bedroom, which is turned on to like full speed right now, but I think it's just circulating the hot air. I'm sure there are scorpions. I live in like so like a lot of Arizona is just kind of like barren desert land, but I happen to live in the one area where there's like 3 or 4 major cities all right next to each other, so I live in a fairly urban part, so we don't really see, like, scorpions and stuff here, but I'm sure they're around. Oh, thank you, Sarah, that's so sweet. Sorry if my voice sounds kinda weird, you guys, I just woke up, like, an hour ago. I did not have any weird dreams last night. I don't remember if I had any dreams last night. I can't remember. Yes, go get some sleep. Thanks for jumping in for a little bit, though. Sorry for, like, the awkward pauses, guys. I have the chat showing up on, like, slow mode so I can see all the things you guys are posting. So it takes a while for things to load. Oh, I'm glad I could make it better. Loaf, don't you dare. I don't accept compliments. I refute them. My day is going okay so far. It's really hot. My AC is not working. They're gonna come fix it, hopefully. And I think I'm gonna spend most of the afternoon at the pool. My apartment complex has a pool. So I think to avoid the hot apartment, I'm gonna go swimming and just hang out there. Oh no, don't do the compliments thing. I'm so awkward with compliments, you guys. Like when I do theater, like when I perform in musicals and stuff, there's always the time after the show is done where you go and like meet and greet with the audience. And when people come up to me and they say like, "Oh, you did such a good job," or like, "Your voice is so nice," I just like awkwardly sit there like I do the literal thing with the fingers pointing at each other because I'm like, I don't know how to talk about this. I'm not adorable. Don't call me that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My favorite song? I don't know if I have a favorite song. I listen to whatever I'm feeling at that time. I've been listening to a lot of Selena lately because I watched the movie last week. And honestly, even if you don't understand Spanish, her songs are super good. I'm not adorable. Stop it. My favorite flower? I like lilacs. I just like the way they smell. Yeah, the pink background is because I don't know how to post, like, I'm not a fancy, like, live streamer person who can put a background up. So it's literally just the thing that I have stuck over my camera, which is a piece of a Post-it note. But I don't know if you can see the shadow. I promise I'm here. There's my hand. Hi. My pronouns are she, her. I do not play an instrument. I have tried. I just don't have the patience for it. Um, I played recorder in elementary school, and I played piano for a couple of years in elementary school, but then I kind of just stuck with the singing thing because I have more patience for singing than I do for playing an instrument. I do have the patience to teach. I don't know how. Good luck on your test. Hello. Sorry if you can hear me chewing. I'm eating my breakfast. You're not allowed to go near your lockers? That's weird. What's that like eating breakfast? I've never been a big breakfast eater. For some reason I'm just not hungry early in the morning. And so when I taught like full time, our school started at 7:30, and so I never ate breakfast cuz I wasn't hungry at that time of day. But now that I don't start work until like 10 most days, I'm actually hungry for breakfast, so that's why I eat now. How do you feel knowing that your audio spread all over the world and help other people learn English and make them feel better? It's strange to think about because I literally just started the channel because I just wanted to try it and thought it might be fun. I never ever expected it to get as big as it did. Um, so if I think about it too much, it makes me really anxious. Knowing that that many people are aware of my existence. Because I'm someone who's always kind of thrived on blending in and being invisible. So it's a little strange to be so well known in a community. You're eating the souls of the damned for breakfast? That sounds good. Do you have a favorite word in Spanish? Um, the word for pancakes is my favorite. Panqueques. I'm so glad it helps you sleep. Oh, yeah, I get it. They don't want you close to your lockers. Have I killed more people yet? Oh my god, that was so weird last night with those spam texts. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I recounted the whole thing on Twitter. I'm spending time in Discord with Fangar and more VA friends. I talk to VA friends fairly frequently, yeah. Fangar, Dangerous, Dreams of Peaches, and I talk fairly regularly. So, yeah. I was kind of thinking about this yesterday. With the amount of VAs that I talk to on a regular basis, you would think I would be doing more collabs. And I probably should do more collabs. I want to. I've had ideas for a couple that I want to do. Hopefully soon. Yeah, I should do more collabs. It's just a matter of writing them. I should actually write. Dangerous said that she would be down to do Fairy Gay Mother Part 2. So I might write that in the future. I just haven't had an idea for it yet. Do I like stuffed animals? I do like stuffed animals. I only brought a couple with me when I moved, but I've got a ton more at home. Yeah, me and Dangerous in the same audio. There is one up on my channel, the Fairy Gay Mother. Electric Boogaloo. She's a sweetheart, though. I love working with her. Do I read manga? I've read one manga for the first part of Citrus. I want to read the rest of it. I don't know if you guys can hear my roommate in the background. She's in her bedroom on the phone. I don't know if you can hear her. She's kind of loud. She is a sweetheart. She's become one of my closest friends in this community, and I'm so thankful for that. That's because Dom DD is a character. I'm not actually a Dom in real life. I don't think I could be. My favorite thing about being a teacher, I just love like watching kids become more like confident in things that they were struggling in prior. Getting to be that person who kind of facilitates them and makes them excited about learning is really fun. And it's more fun now because I'm not teaching full time. I'm a private tutor now. And so I get to work with the kids one on one, which is really nice. You want to make slime with me? Top or bottom? How about both? Hashtag switch life. You're so welcome for the little space audio. Turned out much longer than I expected it to be, but that's just kind of where the story went. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I fooled you. It's just a testament to my acting abilities. I kind of have been involved in Little Space, not extensively, but as on the caregiver side, just here and there a little bit. No, I didn't watch Squid Game. I don't have Netflix. I just don't have time to watch TV. And if I do, I just end up watching The Office again because it's something nice that I can put on in the background and just get work done. But no, I don't have time to watch TV. Don't get me Netflix. Because you guys literally I work 20 hours a week tutoring, not counting the lesson planning portion of that. Also the drive for that cuz I commute 45 minutes out. And then I have two graduate classes that each give me about 10 hours of work a week plus working for the channel. Like I don't have time to watch TV. I'm so glad I could help you. That makes me so happy. Oh, Bulgaria. Hello. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Oh, that's so sweet. That makes me so happy when people can get some comfort out of what I make. Have a good night. Yeah, all of that in a week. It's insane. When I started grad school, I did not think that, like, I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but, like, the amount of reading they assigned us to do, plus papers, plus outside, because my program is about a lot of, like, working in the community. And so we have to do this big overarching project with a local organization, and then we have to do our readings for class, and we have to write papers on stuff, and it's a lot of work. But I kind of thrive on being busy. I've always been the kind of person that like I really like to keep myself constantly going, because if I don't, and like this happened during COVID, I kind of fall into like a funk when I don't have stuff to do. So I like to keep myself going. I don't play video games. I suck at video games, but I like watching other people play them. Not bashing, just stating a fact. I'm just really not good at them. I've played Among Us once, and it was just me running into walls, which sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. Jesus. Somebody's banging on the walls. Your grammar is dying? That's okay. Grammar's hard. I tend not to keep homophobic people in my life, or at least not close to me. Um, just because I've kind of learned, especially over the last year, that like people who make you feel bad about yourself are not worth your energy. So the people who I keep close to me are supportive and caring. Oh, hello to your cat. Give your grammar CPR. Resurrect it. Oh, mood. Being bilingual, grammar just goes completely out the window. Because, like, even though for me, English and Spanish, come from the same roots, the sentence structure is different. And so I constantly mess that up. How do you know when to stop studying, not push yourself too hard? Well, the thing is, like, the different thing about grad school is you don't have tests. So you don't really have to study. It's more so just getting all the reading done and then being ready to discuss it in class. So what I try to do is if I know I have like 6 articles to read for the next week, I try to just do 1 or 2 a day. Um and not pile them all in on the same day. But it's different from grad school compared to like undergrad or high school where you actually have tests. We don't really have that. I've heard Stardew Valley is fun. I could tell Loaf to sleep, but she won't listen to me. Yeah, I'm very glad that I don't have like tests and things like that anymore. Because if I did on this kind of content, I would lose my mind. Especially because they have us reading like, I mean, it's probably minimum per class, it's probably 60 pages a week that we have to read of like these really complicated academic articles. So, sorry about the noise, guys. I think they're fixing the AC. And that's the thing, like, I got lucky in school because I don't mean for this to sound like a brag, but like I've just always kind of been a really good test taker. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm one of those people that just kind of knew how to cheat the system. Um, and I knew how to study, and I knew like it also didn't hurt that I kind of have a bit of a photographic memory that like I can look at a sheet of notes and identify when I'm taking the test exactly what spot on the page that answer was. So that was kind of helpful. Oh, I love Hamilton. I love it. I bought Disney Plus specifically to watch the movie, even though I've seen it live 3 times. I'm kind of obsessed. Hi, Mossy. Oh, you saw it in London? Nice. I saw it in Chicago. What music do I like? I primarily listen to musical theater and classical music, but I also like jazz and well, Disney music. um, but I do mix some other genres in there on occasion if I find a song that I like. But musical theater and classical is my main uh, kind of genres that I like. You like jazz? Y'all, if you have homework, please go do your homework. This will be up later. I don't like that you're putting off things when you could be getting stuff done. Favorite classical composer? Mozart. I've been in a couple of Mozart operas, and I just love his music. I do want you to take a break, but not if you're going to complain about how much work you have to do. You got to make a choice. It's all about time management. I can't live my life without a planner. I have to like give myself a task list every day. I have not listened to Cave Town. I'll have to listen to it. Okay, I'll say this. If you know that you're going to have enough time to get it done without being too stressed out or overworked, then stay on. But if you've got like an insane amount of homework that's going to keep you up all night, go focus on that. That's why I'm doing this morning, because I also have homework that I need to do later today. Oh, bye, Joss. And thank you. Cannot accept compliment, but thank you. Franzi! Coming in with the Harry Potter jokes. Hey, don't be sorry. I'm going to be on here for a little while. I figured I'd hang out for maybe an hour and a half, couple hours, so that way people have time to jump in if they have to join late. Bye! Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't know. Is the ocean soup? Good soup. I'm good. I'm trying to just sit at my desk and not move very much because it's hot in here. I like hot dogs. What makes me happy? Talking to you guys. And writing. Writing makes me happy. I've been having like a creative burst lately. If you saw my post with all my sticky notes that were all my different script ideas, I'm trying to get content out faster. Now I'm hoping to have a YouTube upload once a week at this point. We'll see if time allows for that, because I'm definitely not short on ideas. It's just time to write the scripts and get them recorded and edited. Have I thought about getting a P.O. box? I haven't. I guess I could. But no, I never really thought about it. I'm glad my audios make you guys happy. I'm trying to look and see. Did I actually put this on the list? I don't think I did. I want to do another Dom girlfriend audio soon. I didn't even put that on the list. I've been kind of trying to think of what a good direction to take that series is. Oh, try to have fun in class. Why are we talking about berries and cream? That's so random. Oh, that's okay. I'm glad you could come in for a little bit. Do I have a pet? I do back home. Um, at my parents' house, I have 2 dogs, but I don't have any here where I'm currently living. Oh, that new dress with the plaid skirt, I got it on Amazon. All those new outfits I got from Amazon. I've never been disappointed with a single dress I've bought from them. What subject is my favorite? My favorite to teach is Spanish. Um, my favorite though to learn in school was reading and also music. My dogs' names are Charlie, and then the other one when we adopted her, her name was Angel at the foster home, but she wasn't responding to it, and we just kind of started calling her Sweetie or Sweet Girl, and that's all she responded to, so now her name is Sweetie. And they're very cute. I have pictures of them up on Twitter. Oh, you like my accent? Thank you. I always forget that I have one until people are like, "Are you from the Midwest?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Hello. Yes, I plan on doing a couple of I'm going to do one like more like fall themed audio, and then I'm also planning on doing a Halloween one as well. Yeah, it's so funny. The response to that one I did last year, that Halloween movie night one, I the backstory behind that, I came up with that while I was isolated with COVID. I recorded that while I had COVID, and I completely made it up. I was laying in bed with my microphone and just recorded it off the top of my head, and I wasn't gonna upload it because I thought it was not that good, and then people really liked that one, so I'm glad I ended up uploading it. A Hanukkah one? I could try. I don't know very much about Hanukkah, but I could try. Sometimes things that I don't know, like topics that I don't know a lot about, take extra time because I have to research and stuff, but I can definitely try. You're welcome. I'm so glad people liked yesterday's audio. Makes me happy. Hello, I'm doing well. Just vibing. Oh, yes, I am capable of producing a bad audio. There's a couple that I've scrapped. I am still human. Not everything always works out the way I want it to. I'm glad you like the Dom girlfriend ones. It was so funny. I never expected that to become a series. At least I didn't think that it would become like a story where they were all connected. It just kind of happened that way. Bye. Have a good day. My favorite type of ASMR. Um, it depends. I mean, in terms of audios, I love like gentle, comforting, female for female audios. But in terms of regular ASMR, I love like medical ones. For some reason, medical triggers actually give me the legit ASMR like tingles, and I love it. My favorite hobbies. Doing my channel. That's my main hobby at this point. Writing scripts, singing, acting, and reading. Yes, you may ask a genuine question. Yeah, I'd say that's the same thing. Different people have different, like, ASMR triggers. And I've tried to do some audios with more, like, actual triggers, but I don't think what I do technically counts as ASMR because I don't purposely try to do ASMR type noises. I count mine as just more like voice acting, which is kind of why I was originally going to name the channel Delightful Dork ASMR, and I figured that didn't kind of really match what I was going to do. Um, so I made it Delightful Dork Audios instead. Sure, Patreon customs can be your own script. How would I react if I noticed that a student had a crush on me? I've had that before, and I kind of just unless it gets to be too extreme, I just ignore it. Um, because usually they get over it. But I haven't really had to deal with like anything too extreme in that regard. I have done theater. I've actually been acting in local theater since I was 6. Um, I think I've been in like 30 something shows. Um, Most recently, let's see what are shows I've been in recently. I was in Rocky Horror, um, Grease, Hairspray, Cabaret, Spamalot, um, Legally Blonde, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Those are the most recent ones I can think of. And that was all college and after college. I was in more in high school. Oh, I'm glad. I don't really like my voice, but I think it sounds different to other people than it does to me in my own head. Oh yeah, I've done tons of shows. That's why I kind of started the channel and started doing this stuff is because that kind of replaced theater as my primary hobby when COVID happened and all of the local theaters were shut down. Because prior to starting the channel, I was in 3 musicals back to back, like literally starting rehearsals for the next one while in performances for the one prior, because I just like it that much. Nope, I have not seen Squid Game. Also, like, I've never been able to comprehend how people can binge watch TV shows because I don't have that big of an attention span. I can sit through like 2 episodes and then I'm checked out. My favorite game to watch people play? I don't know. I like watching people play all different kinds of games. I think you've met the classy theater people, because all the theater people I know, including myself, are a bunch of crazy psychos. I've not ever played Legend of Zelda, no. The reason for my lack of, like, video game expertise is because I was never allowed to have video games growing up. Um, we never owned, like, a console or anything like that, and I think I just never got into them because of that. I was never really interested in them. I mean, we are all at least a little bit crazy psycho. That's so fun. I love it when people are like, if they're given like an acting challenge, that they actually like jump into it full force. Because it's so much more fun that way. My favorite color, it jumps around between pink and purple. Purple usually primarily is my favorite color. Dang, I've already been talking for almost an hour. That went by fast. Holy cow. What do I value in people most of all? Um, Honesty. Because I've dealt with a lot of dishonest people, and it's my biggest pet peeve when they're not completely 100% with me. Dream pet would be a red panda. They are super cute. Yeah, and I think that new Pixar movie that's coming out, I think the girl changes into a red panda. So I'm excited to see that. They're so cute. They're like every cute little animal combined. You had English today and did stuff 8-year-old Germans learn. What? Teachers need to know their audience, know who they are working with and what their skill levels are. Where do you hide a dead body? I mean, typically, if you want no one to find it, you have to get creative. My best advice would be to chop it up into several pieces and scatter it. Maybe throw it through a wood chipper. Or you go Sweeney Todd on it and chop them up. You make them into pies. By the time people eat them, it'll be too late for them to figure out what you did. Just don't do murder, but that's no fun. Murder is cringe. I beg to differ. Murder is the opposite of cringe. Have I tasted my blood before? That's an odd question. I can't tell you my next victim. A good serial killer doesn't disclose who they're killing next. Bye, Franzi. Hey, you don't realize I have an advantage. You guys don't know who I am. You don't know what I look like. I could be anybody. If I was showing you my face and admitting I was a serial killer, then that would be a different story. But I'm just a voice on the internet. For the record, I've not killed anyone yet. Doesn't mean I don't have plans to in the future. But as of this moment, I have no blood on my hands. That's exactly what a serial killer would say. How do you know that? Takes one to know one. Nah, I don't have the stomach to kill anybody. I'd get so queasy. I can't handle looking at anyone's like blood or anything like that besides my own. Does an airplane have brakes? Yeah. How does it stop otherwise? Now I'm thinking too hard about that. I have to go on an airplane next month. Don't make me think too hard about if it has brakes. Does an airplane have horns? What? So they can honk at other airplanes? Or do you mean horns like horns sticking out of its head? Oh, you don't need to be embarrassed about going to therapy. I go to therapy. Lots of people do. Hello, human person. Planes with horns as in Hong Kong. Do they have horns? You would think. Okay, I'm just picturing an airplane now, and there's like some giant bird in front of it, and it honks its horn to make the bird get out of the way. I don't know why that's funny. I have no advice in terms of that because my gaydar is horrendous. For being a gay person, I suck at figuring out if other people are gay. And no, that's not self-deprecation. It's literally just a fact. It takes me so long to figure out. And usually I just have to ask the person straight up. I'm not bashing myself. I have trouble identifying whether someone else is gay. It's just a fact. Oh, I'm glad you're here. That's not the first time I've been compared to Max from Life is Strange. That's so funny. Maybe I should do a Life is Strange audio. I'd have to study the game a little more because I've watched people play it, but multiple people think that I sound like her. That might be another interesting idea. I'm going to add that to the list too because doing a therapist audio with me as the therapist, like kind of a comfort, like first appointment kind of thing. Some of these ideas will probably not come out for like months in advance, but it's good to have them on the docket, you know? One that I've been surprised about, and I might do this one just as like an improv kind of audio. A lot of people have been asking for a part 2 of the Lego audio, like building Legos with your girlfriend. And that would be an easy one for me to just kind of improvise on the spot. So maybe I'll do that too. Pumpkin patch date. I have something planned coming up that's along those lines. Second part of the mom coming out. Maybe I could do that. I've kind of tried to be picky about which ones I actually make second parts for, because like I know a lot of people when I make a video that they like are like, oh, can you do a part two? And I've always kind of thought, like not everything needs a part two. Some things can just be standalones. Like a lot of people asked for part two of Up in Flames, which is the one where the listener was caught in the fire. And I think I'm gonna leave that one as a standalone. Um but yeah, someday maybe I'll do part two of the mom coming out one. How tall am I? I'm 5 feet 4 inches. Hello, hello. No, that's the thing. I don't think it left it hanging. They ended up in a good spot. The listener survived. They made up. If I had left it kind of ambiguous about whether the listener was going to be okay, then I could see making a part two. But I kind of, I personally, as the writer, was happy where I left that one. If I feel someday like I want to pick it up again, then maybe. But I felt like I ended it in a spot that was satisfying for me as the creator. And the thing is, like, I know some people would like more of a certain kind, but if I don't feel into it as the creator and I don't feel like I can put the passion behind it, I don't want to put out, part of my French. I don't want to put out a half-assed product, if that makes sense. Bye, loaf. There is a sequel coming out soon. And I don't mind sharing this with you guys, but I'm going to be putting out the second part of the Love in a Bookstore audio because I already had that series mapped out in my head um, for how that series is going to lay out. So we have to do the little lunch date part next. So that'll be coming up soon. I'll put this up as an archive because I know people can't always make it and they want to listen to it. I'm so glad. I loved that series. And honest, I don't know if I'm gonna keep making more of those because I'm slowly running out of ideas for it. Because that was one that I never thought would become a series. I was just gonna do that one as a standalone, but then it kind of the ideas kept coming for it. So I'm not entirely sure. I might make one more because I've kind of always had the idea in mind to eventually actually have the girlfriend be voiced in that series, and I would like to make it a collab with who I don't know. But that's kind of always been a thought of mine. Hello. Hello. We're getting more people joining. So this is why I'm glad I stayed on longer this time because we can have more people join as time goes on. Do I have a phobia? Yes, I'm incredibly claustrophobic. I hate tight spaces. Um, Depending on the situation, sometimes even things like elevators freak me out, or like water slides if they're like enclosed. I hate them. Hi, everyone who's just joining. Awkward silence while I wait for the chat to load. See, I used to be afraid of heights, but that's gone away as I've gotten older. I'm good. How are you? Oh, I'd rather go to somewhere that would make me crazy. I hate tight spaces. Because the tight space would probably make me go crazy anyway. I mean, honestly, if you're just yourself and just are honest and say, would you be interested in, going out with me sometime? I mean, it's really as simple as that. It's all about just being genuine. Everybody wants me to collab with Vanguard. It's so funny because she and I have not collabed yet, which is so funny because we've been friends for over a year. Um, and we have not done a collab yet, which is so funny. I mean, honestly, like the worst that she can say is no. And if she does truly feel that way about you and likes you that way, she'll like you even despite of the awkwardness. Yeah, just drop some hints. I love Fangar's audios. I think she's super talented. Honestly, I admire, like, everybody in this community because I think everybody's got their own unique thing that they add to audios, and I think everybody's contributions are valid and awesome. Well, you should go to sleep, though. It's late. Yeah, you can ask me something. Y'all should go to bed. It's late. I would not be up at 1:30 in the morning. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, when I was in college, I was always up that late. Now I feel like an old person because I'm like, gotta be asleep by 10:30. My best advice for stress, just take everything one thing at a time. Don't worry about things that are too far ahead in the future because it'll just make you more stressed. Focus on the most important thing in that moment. Um, and just take everything one day at a time. Only worry about what's right in front of you. Don't worry about things too far in the future. That's kind of been my whole method with everything that I have going on is I just take things one day at a time. I literally fill out, my to-do list in my planner just one day at a time, worry about what I have to get done that day, and it makes it a lot easier to kind of push through. Just waiting for the chat to load. No, that seems to be the only thing anyone's talking about lately is Squid Game. I've not seen it. Oh, Squeaky is here. Hi, Squeaky. Yo, I don't watch TV. I'm the worst person to ask about shows. Because I don't watch TV. I just don't have time. The last show that I watched wasn't even technically a TV show, it was a web series. I finally watched all of Carmilla, which was amazing. If you haven't watched Carmilla, I highly recommend it. The whole series is on YouTube. It's awesome. Okay, yeah, I don't know how I went that long without knowing about Carmilla's existence. I like didn't even know it existed. And it's so good because it's not just lesbians, it's not just vampires, it's a lesbian vampire. And it's amazing. Carmilla was not my gay awakening. It's just a good show that I enjoy. My gay awakening was someone that I met in high school, but I highly recommend Carmilla because it's awesome. It's a really good show, really funny, and the characters are just amazing. Hi. Patrick Dempsey was your gay awakening. Hi. I'm doing very well. How are you? Elsa was your bi awakening? Okay, not gonna lie though, kind of related to that, Idina Menzel, who plays Elphaba, or Elsa and Elphaba, I should say, was kind of my gay awakening when I was like 12. Because she's got them cheekbones. She's very attractive. And I saw her in concert when I was 18. I was absolutely in love with her. And I still kind of am. I said on Twitter recently, I would pay for Idina Menzel to punch me in the face. Untethered, I did not write that one. Someone else did. So I would have to wait for another script to continue that one. Where am I from? I'm originally from Wisconsin in the Midwest. Nah, you're not an idiot. It happens. I think I'm going to wrap up on here in the next 10 minutes or so. So if you have questions or have anything you want to say, now's the time. Oh, I love you guys too. I probably still wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. Y'all keep me going. All right, I see people kind of starting to leave. So I am going to call it here. This will still be up on the channel to listen to later. Love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. And fingers crossed I will have another new audio out for you next week. All right. Bye, guys.